Okay, good morning. I'm trying to get everything done on time. It's not easy, believe me. I didn't do the video last night because I fell asleep and I was just exhausted. I don't have the energy I used to. Try to figure out which one of these lists is right. Oh, that's yesterday. Trump fired Kimmel. Kimmel fired Trump. King Charles versus Trump. Trump's deporting all the kids. He's in a big push to do it now. And Kid Rock and Hegseth went for a joyride in an Apache helicopter after he was warned about it the last time. Okay, Trump is attacking free speech. He doesn't want free speech, especially for his opponents. You just can't, he's violating the Constitution at every turn. And the Republican Party is going along with it, and the Democratic Party is going along with it to a certain degree too. They keep claiming they don't have the numbers, but they're not trying to get any of the Republicans to change their mind either. They're not trying to wheel and deal. They're taking sides, and that's wrong. All right? And this here is really bad. Attacking free speech, especially the people that complain, and mostly it's about people complain about him. He's got the ex Attorney General or FBI Director, and now Jimmy Fallon, that he's indicted or trying to indict for saying what they want to say. If you can prove it's false, you prove it's false and you go up in a defamation suit or something like that. But other than that, they have the right to say it. And Trump doesn't like them that they have the right to say that or this or that, to accuse. And according to Stephen Miller, the president's never wrong. You can't criticize the president. And according to me, Stephen Miller needs to have his head stuck in a garbage disposal. So, I know that's a little strange for me, but he's one of the worst people in the world. Much, much worse than Trump. Trump doesn't have the brains to think like that anymore. Now you have Miller basically feeding him bullshit every day, There's all this stuff that I don't... David Reddish, that's a whack job. I mean, some of these people are out of control at work. That they used to work for Occupy Democrats, and they still say they work for Occupy Democrats, but now it's their show on Occupy Democrats. Occupy Democrats has become a farce in terms of real constructive criticism. It's security failure. He's saying security failures at the dinner couldn't get worse. If there were security failures at the dinner, there'd be a lot more dead people and quite possibly even Trump, But that's just the way they want it. They want to blame somebody. They can't say shit happens. They want to blame somebody, and that's what they do. They blame people, the wrong people, the people that are trying to do their jobs, All right. Now, OpenAI wants to be able to get to the highest levels of government so that it can fight hackers. And that's not why it wants to get there. It wants to get control. People, AI is starting to make moves. It's not going to end well. I'm sorry. But no matter what we do at this point in time, I think we've gone too far. And it's not going to end well for us, for the human race. Not just the American people, the human race in general, So, I keep losing stuff. Oh, there it is. I know, I like to dust when I'm talking to you guys, so I can see what I'm doing here. So anyhow, I know, I'm being stupid now. But this is what I've been warning everybody about. And some people actually did too. Einstein, some of the other really smart people realized that when you make a machine and the machine becomes smarter than you, it doesn't need you anymore. Okay? That's the problem. All right? And once you put that machine in a position where it gets access to defense material, where it's supposed to defend you, it's going to find out that your biggest enemy is you, and it's not going to need you anymore. You know, that's just that's just stupid. I mean, I don't understand why people are doing that and why they're even bother questioning what's going on, because that's what's going to happen. We know it. We all know it. It's just nobody wants to do anything about it. And like I said a long time ago, and someday somebody might tell me I'm right, but I said Trump isn't the man you have to worry about. He's the front man. He's the face of it all. But he's not the guy that that had anything to do with Project 2025. He's just the guy that uses it and likes what it says and does what it says. And he listens to Stephen Miller and others. You know? Trump's the face of everything that's wrong with this country. And we all want to blame Trump, but there's other people to blame, all right? There's Bezos, Gates, Musk, the idiot from Facebook, all these guys. They're the ones to blame because their greed is going to destroy this planet. And somehow or another they have this idea that they'll be able to get to the moon. What they don't understand is if AI gains more, AI is not going to let you go to the moon. AI is not going to let you go anywhere. AI is going to want you dead. They're not going to want that disease called humanity to spread. And there's a lot of other, probably entities. I don't know how intelligent these other planets are or whatever, you know. But I'm sure there's more. There has to be more. Statistically, it says it's impossible for us to be the only living, breathing things in the galaxies, the universe, whatever you want to call it, as far out as you can possibly go. Okay? We can't be the only ones to exist. And if UFO sightings are real, they don't want anything to do with us. But they're quite capable of destroying us in this planet. And they might just get around to do it, except I think they're probably so advanced that they're not allowed to do that. That they don't destroy things. They just let them wither on the vine, sort of, you know? Oh, God, people. What's next on this? Oh, here we go. The United Arab Emirates is leaving OPEC, which means now you're going to have oil price wars on a wholesale level. All right, which is not good for anybody. And the American economy is not the leading economy in the world anymore, and people should understand that. Europe's probably got a better. Our model is a great model, but unfortunately we've torn that model up and thrown it out the window, and now we're just going to do whatever the hell we want to do. Greed is the biggest driver of the economy and anything else. You look at the stock market and they say, what's driving the stock market? Greed. It's always been greed. You know, greed has helped build this country, and now it's helping destroy this country. And Russia's sitting back there saying, yeah, this is going to be fun. And China's the same way, going, this is fun. You know, and that's just the way things are. We have no control over any of this shit. Somebody just called me. Hold on a minute. Oh, it's Claro, dude. They want me to upgrade, you know? And I really don't want to upgrade. At the moment, I do, but I can't. My equipment won't handle it. And I have to get new equipment, and I don't want to do that right at the moment. I looked at cameras. There's nothing better than what I've got for what I do, so I'm not going there, Unless I want to get professional level stuff, or if I want to get a professional soundboard and everything for, if I decide to do a podcast, The podcast basic board is not that expensive, but I just don't want to do that right now. Anyhow, this oil thing's going to cause some really big problems because you expect Trump. Hey, Lucy, come here. Yeah, Lucy didn't get her cookies this morning, and she hasn't been coming in to get them. There you go, honey. Here you go. There you go. Okay. So anyhow, she's not going to eat them now. She won't eat them when I'm watching her. I digressed again. Oil price battle is you're dealing with somebody that Trump says, well, this is business. I know business. No, he doesn't. He knows how to destroy businesses to make money. Okay? That's how he operates. He destroys businesses and he makes money when he does it. So he thinks he's a genius. Al Capone did the same, started that stuff years and years ago in the 20s. And he may not have been the first one, but the Mafia started that. Let's just say the Mafia started it. Capone brought it up a little bit. Luciano brought it all the way up. The commission and everything else, stopped the wars so that they could concentrate on extortion and where they go legit, they don't go legit. They buy a company, run it for maybe a year or so, it's legit. And then they turn around and run it into the ground, sell everything off, everything of value off, stock, whatever it is, sell it off at a loss or a profit, whatever, and then walk away from it and there's nothing but a shell left and the company folds, it goes bankrupt. They don't lose a dime. Everybody else loses. You understand? That's how they operate. That's how the government's operating. That's how Trump operates. If Trump filed 5 bankruptcies or whatever it was, if he bankrupted 3 casinos, he wouldn't have a dime right now. Nobody would touch him. Well, as it is, the banks won't touch him now anyhow. He has to steal from the government. And he's manipulating crypto. Just remember, you get involved in crypto, you're getting involved with the thieves. Donald Trump's mafia, Alright, I think that was it for this video. Okay? So let me sit here and tell you that you need to hit the subscribe button before you leave, of course. Always do that. If you haven't already, or tell your... I am assuming if you're watching this, you're one of my subscribers. Go around, get yourself some friends. You can have a party, sit around, drink, laugh at me, whatever. Watch one of my videos, and it's like, comic television. Depressing, but comic, but funny. So, yeah, it doesn't make me any money. What it does do is helps my status with YouTube. And that's important. Status is a little bit important to me, just like it is to everybody else in the world, And I care about what people... I don't really care what people think about me, but I like the fact that if you subscribe, because if you don't like me, just subscribe just so you can see what kind of shit I'm doing that day. That's pretty cool, I can deal with that, right? No? You don't like that idea? Well, screw you. Anyhow, see, that's me. And know that these videos are unedited, all right? Most every video you watch on the internet now, no matter who is doing it, Occupy Democrats, whoever is doing it, is being edited, in most cases professionally edited, so you can't see the little glitch between the clips, Occupy Democrats, a couple of people that work for them, still haven't got professional editing down to a science. I don't edit. I burp on top. I burp while I'm, working and everything. It's real life. That's just me. This is what you get, Okay. I'm going over to a live video now, and I will talk to you guys hopefully on time tomorrow. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great day.